Welcome to the enchanting island of Madagascar, a land of mystique and wonder, where ancient traditions meet breathtaking natural beauty. In this video, we're delving deep into the secrets of this fascinating island to uncover 15 taboos and strange facts that will leave you spellbound. From forbidden practices that have been passed down through generations to bizarre customs that define the Malagasy way of life, join us on a journey to explore the extraordinary. Prepare to be intrigued, amazed, and even a little bewildered by the wonders of Madagascar. Let's dive in. Number 15. Left-hand usage. In Madagascar, the left hand is more than just the one you occasionally use to open a stubborn jar. It's a cultural minefield. Offering or receiving items with your left hand is seen as a major faux pas, akin to accidentally sending your boss a text meant for your crush. The left hand, historically considered impure or less favorable, is relegated to tasks like personal hygiene. So when you hand over that beautifully crafted souvenir, make sure it's with your right hand, or you might find yourself on the receiving end of a disapproving glare that says, "Did you really just do that?" Imagine you're at a bustling Malagasy market, enchanted by the vibrant colors and tantalizing aromas. You spot the perfect basket of fresh vanilla beans and, without thinking, hand over your money with your left hand. The vendor's eyebrows shoot up so fast they almost leave their forehead, and suddenly you feel like you've committed a cardinal sin. Quick thinking saves the day as you switch to your right hand with an apologetic smile that says, "Oops, my other right." Lesson learned: in Madagascar, when in doubt, right hand out. Number 14. Pregnant women and funerals. In Madagascar, pregnancy and funerals are a combo as awkward as showing up to a job interview in pajamas. Expecting mothers are often advised to steer clear of funerals, a belief rooted in the idea that the spirits of the deceased might feel a bit too chatty and decide to stick around with the unborn child. Imagine being pregnant and having to tell your friend, "Sorry, I can't come to your uncle's funeral. I'm on a no-ghost diet until the baby arrives." It's a precaution that blends respect for ancestral spirits with a touch of supernatural caution. Picture this: a pregnant woman walking past a funeral procession, and everyone gasps like she's about to spill the juiciest gossip at a family reunion. Instead of attending the somber affair, she's likely to be at home, cozying up with some comforting Malagasy cuisine and binge-watching her favorite shows. This taboo might sound odd to outsiders, but in Madagascar, it's a charming blend of spiritual respect and practical superstition, ensuring that moms-to-be and their little ones stay on the ghost-free path to a healthy birth. Number 13. Bathing in certain rivers. In Madagascar, taking a dip in some rivers isn't just about avoiding crocodiles, it's about respecting sacred waters and the spirits believed to reside within them. Imagine you're a tourist, eager to cool off in a beautiful, serene river, only to be halted by a local with a look of horror, as if you've just suggested dancing on their grandmother's grave. Certain rivers are considered so sacred that bathing in them is a big no-no, reserved only for ritualistic purposes or special ceremonies. It's like the ultimate "do not disturb" sign, but for spirits who prefer their peace and quiet. Think of these rivers as exclusive clubs where only the ancestors have VIP access. If you were to accidentally dive into one, you might find yourself needing more than a towel to dry off. You'd need a quick lesson in local customs and a hefty dose of apologetic charm. Instead of splashing around, it's best to enjoy the view from the shore, perhaps with a respectful nod to the unseen guardians of the waters. This taboo not only keeps the rivers pristine, but also preserves a profound connection between the Malagasy people and their ancestral heritage, ensuring harmony between the living and the spiritual world. Taboo number 12. Killing lemurs. In Madagascar, lemurs are the unofficial national treasure, akin to a celebrity with their own entourage of admirers. Harming a lemur is not only taboo, but akin to kicking a beloved mascot in the shins, unthinkable and sure to incite public outrage. Imagine accidentally stepping on someone's toes at a crowded concert. Now multiply that by 10. That's the kind of reaction you'd get if you even thought about harming these furry little celebrities. Lemurs, with their wide-eyed, perpetually surprised expressions, seem to silently scream, "I'm cute, and I know it," making them untouchable icons in the eyes of the Malagasy people. Picture a lemur as the ultimate animal influencer, complete with a massive following and zero tolerance for haters. If you were to harm one, you'd likely find yourself on the wrong side of a very passionate fan base, complete with protest signs and hashtags demanding justice. Lemurs are more than just adorable creatures. They are symbolic messengers of the island's rich biodiversity and cultural heritage. The Malagasy people see them as sacred beings, embodying the spirit of the island's ancient forests. So next time you spot a lemur, give it the respect it deserves and maybe even snap a selfie. Just don't forget to tag Lemur Love. Taboo number 11, working on Tuesdays. In Madagascar, the idea of kicking off a big project on a Tuesday is met with the same enthusiasm as receiving a soggy sandwich for lunch, utterly disappointing and absolutely avoided. The belief is that starting significant work on this particular day brings bad luck, almost as if Tuesday has an inherent grudge against productivity. Imagine pitching a new idea to your boss and they respond, "Great, let's begin on Tuesday." The collective gasp from your Malagasy colleagues would be deafening as they rush to reschedule for a luckier day. It's as if the universe itself put a "Do Not Disturb" sign on Tuesday, warning everyone to keep their grand plans at bay. Think of Tuesday as the office prankster, always ready to throw a wrench in your well-laid plans. You could be planning the next big thing, but if it falls on a Tuesday, better scrap it and start afresh on Wednesday. In Madagascar, the day is reserved for more mundane tasks, the kind you can afford to mess up without invoking the wrath of bad juju. So, while the rest of the world might dread Mondays, in Madagascar, Tuesday holds the dubious honor of being the day you just don't mess with. It's a quirky blend of superstition and tradition, ensuring that important endeavors are saved for days that promise smoother sailing. Number 10. Talking about death. In Madagascar, discussing death openly is like bringing up politics at a family dinner, sure to make everyone uncomfortable and eager to change the subject. It's not that Malagasy people are in denial about the inevitability of death. They simply prefer to sidestep the topic as if it were a mischievous spirit lurking in the shadows, waiting to pounce on the unwary. Imagine casually mentioning your own mortality at a social gathering and watching the room fall silent, with guests suddenly fascinated by their shoes or the nearest window. It's a conversational black hole, sucking all the cheerfulness out of the room faster than you can say, "funeral." To talk about death in Madagascar, you'd better be prepared to cloak it in euphemisms or elaborate metaphors. Instead of saying someone has died, they might say they've gone to the big rice field in the sky or joined the ancestors for a long chat. Number 9. Whistling at night. In Madagascar, whistling at night is like inviting a supernatural karaoke session where you didn't pick the songs, and the guests are all ghosts. The belief is that whistling after dark can summon spirits, making it a taboo so ingrained that even the crickets might stop their chirping in disapproval. Imagine you're strolling through a Malagasy village under the moonlight, feeling whimsical, and you start whistling your favorite tune. Suddenly, windows slam shut, doors lock, and the village cats dart for cover. It's as if you've inadvertently triggered the spooky alarm, signaling the start of a spectral jamboree that no one wants to attend. By nightfall, those who know better keep their lips tightly sealed, lest they become the unwitting DJ for an ethereal dance party. Whistling, a seemingly innocent act, transforms into a midnight menace, feared to draw in the wandering souls who'd prefer you kept the noise down. So if you find yourself in Madagascar after sunset with a catchy tune stuck in your head, hum it silently. Remember, the only thing worse than inviting uninvited guests is inviting ones you can't see, and who might just insist on staying for an extended, eerie encore. Number 8. Vanilla production. Madagascar is the undisputed queen of vanilla production, a title it wears with all the flair of a red carpet superstar. This small island nation churns out about 80% of the world's vanilla, transforming ordinary desserts into heavenly delights. The process, however, is far from glamorous. Vanilla farming in Madagascar is a labor of love, involving meticulous hand pollination of each orchid blossom, a task so precise it makes brain surgery look like a walk in the park. Farmers rise with the sun, armed with tiny bamboo sticks, ready to play matchmaker for their precious plants. It's a bit like being a horticultural cupid, ensuring every blossom finds its perfect pollen partner. But the journey doesn't end there. Once pollinated, the vanilla beans require months of careful curing, transforming from green pods into the aromatic dark treasures we know and love. Picture rows upon rows of vanilla beans sunbathing like tourists on a pristine beach, basking in the Malagasy sun until they're just right. It's an aromatic symphony of patience and precision, with farmers turning and massaging the beans daily to coax out their full flavor. The result? A product so divine, it's worth its weight in gold, literally. Vanilla is often dubbed black gold, and for good reason. It's one of the most labor-intensive crops in the world. So next time you savor that scoop of vanilla ice cream, remember the Malagasy farmers who nurtured those beans with the dedication of doting parents, all for the love of a perfectly vanilla world. Number 7. Avenue of the Baobabs. The Avenue of the Baobabs in Madagascar is like nature's very own art gallery, showcasing ancient, towering trees that look straight out of a fantasy novel. This iconic dirt road, flanked by majestic baobabs, is a sight to behold, especially when the golden hues of sunset cast long, dramatic shadows across the landscape. These baobabs, often called upside-down trees due to their peculiar appearance, have trunks so thick they could double as apartment buildings for forest creatures. Walking along this avenue, you might feel like a tiny ant navigating a giant's garden, dwarfed by these botanical behemoths that have stood the test of time for centuries, if not millennia. The magic of the Avenue of the Baobabs isn't just in its visual splendor, but also in the stories these trees could tell if they could talk. Each tree is a living monument, silently witnessing generations of Malagasy life unfold around them. Locals believe the baobabs possess spiritual significance, often associating them with legends and folklore that add an extra layer of mystique to their grandeur. Tourists flock from around the globe, cameras at the ready, eager to capture the otherworldly beauty of this natural wonder. But no photo can truly encapsulate the awe of standing amidst these ancient sentinels, feeling a deep connection to Madagascar's rich natural heritage and the timeless spirit of the baobabs. Number 6. Isolated evolution. Madagascar is an evolutionary playground, a living laboratory where nature has conducted its most eccentric experiments in splendid isolation. Separated from the African mainland millions of years ago, this island became a world unto itself, fostering an array of flora and fauna that exist nowhere else on Earth. It's as if Mother Nature, given free rein, decided to let her imagination run wild. Lemurs, chameleons, and fossa roam the forests, each species exhibiting traits and adaptations found only in Madagascar. This evolutionary seclusion has created a biodiversity hotspot so unique that scientists often describe it as the 8th continent. Take the lemurs, for instance, Madagascar's most famous residents. These primates, with their wide-eyed expressions and acrobatic antics, evolved in myriad forms, from the tiny mouse lemur to the large indri. Their isolation allowed them to thrive without competition from more aggressive mainland relatives, resulting in a spectacular diversity of species. Similarly, the island's plants, such as the spiny forests and the towering baobabs, developed distinctive features perfectly suited to Madagascar's varied climates. This evolutionary isolation has turned Madagascar into a real-life version of Darwin's Galapagos, a place where every nook and cranny reveals another chapter in the story of life's boundless creativity. Number 5. Famadihana. This fact about Madagascar will absolutely shock you. Famadihana, also known as the turning of the bones, is one of Madagascar's most unique and vibrant traditions, turning what would typically be a somber event into a joyous celebration of life and death. Imagine a family reunion combined with a festival, and you get a glimpse of what Famadihana entails. Every few years, Malagasy families exhume the remains of their ancestors from family crypts, carefully rewrap them in fresh silk shrouds, and dance with the bodies to lively music. It's a moment where the living and the dead come together in a vivid, poignant ritual that celebrates the enduring bonds of family and respect for those who have passed. The atmosphere during Famadihana is far from morose. It's filled with laughter, music, and a palpable sense of community. Relatives travel from far and wide to partake in the ceremony, bringing with them food, drinks, and gifts to honor their ancestors. As the band plays, family members dance with the wrapped remains, sharing stories and memories, ensuring that the spirits of their ancestors feel loved and remembered. This celebration is not only a powerful expression of Malagasy cultural identity, but also a way to keep the spirits of the departed happy, ensuring their blessings and protection. Famadihana beautifully encapsulates the Malagasy view of death as a continuation of life, a bridge between the past and the present, celebrated with rhythm, reverence, and unyielding joy. Number 4. Pirate history. Madagascar's pirate history reads like an adventurous tale straight out of a swashbuckling novel, complete with hidden treasures, legendary buccaneers, and mysterious hideouts. During the 17th and 18th centuries, this island became a notorious haven for pirates, drawn by its strategic location along the lucrative Indian Ocean trade routes. The idyllic bays and secluded coves of Madagascar provided the perfect cover for infamous pirates like William Kidd and Henry Every, who sought refuge from the relentless pursuit of naval authorities. These pirate captains transformed the island into a melting pot of rogues and rebels, creating settlements that thrived on plunder and secrecy. One of the most legendary pirate utopias was Libertalia, a mythical free colony purportedly founded by pirates in Madagascar. According to lore, Libertalia was a haven of democracy and equality, where pirates of all nations lived in harmony, sharing their spoils and governing themselves with a fair hand. While the existence of Libertalia remains a tantalizing blend of fact and fiction, the impact of pirate history on Madagascar is undeniable. The tales of buried treasure and sunken ships still captivate the imagination of adventurers and historians alike, drawing treasure hunters to the island's shores in search of lost riches. Today, Madagascar's pirate legacy is celebrated through folklore and local traditions, keeping the spirit of adventure alive amidst the island's enchanting landscapes. Number 3. Eating eels. In Madagascar, the practice of eating eels is wrapped in layers of cultural beliefs and taboos, making these slippery creatures more than just a culinary curiosity. In certain regions, consuming eels is strictly forbidden, a fady rooted in ancestral traditions and spiritual respect. For the Malagasy people, eels are often associated with ancestors or protective spirits, and eating them is believed to bring bad luck or anger the spirits. It's as if these eels have been granted a VIP status in the animal kingdom, revered and protected from the dinner table. Imagine being at a Malagasy feast where an assortment of delicious dishes is laid out, and someone daringly suggests adding eel to the menu. The reaction would be immediate and unanimous, a resounding no, followed by tales of misfortune that befell those who dared to defy this sacred taboo. In a land where respect for tradition runs deep, avoiding eels isn't just about honoring the past, it's about ensuring harmony with the spiritual world. So while you might find eels in the cuisine of other cultures, in Madagascar, these elusive creatures swim free, symbols of a profound connection between the people and their ancestral heritage. Number 2. Sapphire mining. Sapphire mining in Madagascar is an intriguing blend of fortune, toil, and transformation, turning remote areas into bustling hubs of activity. The island's sapphire deposits, particularly in the region of Ilakaka, have drawn thousands of miners and prospectors from all over the world, hoping to strike it rich. What was once a sleepy village has mushroomed into a bustling town with makeshift shops, vibrant markets, and an influx of hopeful individuals, each dreaming of uncovering a gem that could change their fortunes. The mining process itself is labor-intensive and often rudimentary, with miners digging by hand, sifting through gravel, and meticulously inspecting every stone for that elusive sparkle. However, the sapphire boom is a double-edged sword, bringing both economic opportunities and significant challenges. While the influx of wealth has spurred local development and created jobs, it has also led to environmental degradation and social issues. Unregulated mining can scar the landscape, and the sudden population surge has put pressure on local infrastructure and resources. Additionally, the mining industry in Madagascar is often plagued by issues of child labor and unsafe working conditions. Efforts are underway to promote responsible mining practices that protect both the miners and the environment, ensuring that the sapphire trade can sustain the local economy without compromising the island's ecological and social fabric. Number 1. Unique wildlife. Madagascar's unique wildlife is nothing short of a biological marvel, with over 90% of its species found nowhere else on Earth. This extraordinary biodiversity is a result of the island's long isolation from mainland Africa, allowing evolution to take a wildly creative turn. Among its most famous residents are the lemurs, a diverse group of primates ranging from the tiny mouse lemur, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, to the larger and more vocal indri. Each species of lemur has adapted to different niches, showcasing a remarkable array of behaviors, diets, and social structures. Chameleons also thrive here in stunning variety, from the vibrantly colored panther chameleon to the minuscule Brookesia micra, one of the smallest reptiles in the world. But the island's wonders don't stop with its more charismatic fauna. Madagascar is a treasure trove of unique flora and fauna, including the bizarre-looking ai, a nocturnal lemur with a long, skeletal middle finger used to extract insects from tree bark, and the fossa, a cat-like carnivore that reigns as the island's top predator. The island's plant life is equally remarkable, with iconic baobab trees, spiny forests, and a host of endemic orchids and other plants. This unparalleled biodiversity not only attracts scientists and nature lovers from around the globe, but also underscores the importance of conservation efforts. Protecting Madagascar's unique ecosystems is crucial for maintaining this natural heritage, which offers invaluable insights into the processes of evolution and the intricate web of life. Madagascar's rich cultural traditions and extraordinary biodiversity make it a truly unique destination, full of fascinating taboos and intriguing natural wonders. If you enjoyed exploring these amazing facts about Madagascar, don't forget to subscribe to PlacePicks for more captivating insights into the world's most interesting places.